Testing test. Let's switch to something else. Okay, you guys can hear me now. Okay, good. Put this away. How are you guys? How are you all today? Having a problem here too. Remy D, Life with Pro. Let's see. Put the goal out for today. I don't know. I gifted 5 gifted memberships. Okay. Okay, there you go. Alrighty. Get that out there. Go. Hello, Ozzy Xfinity. How are you doing? We're just chilling like a villain. Multimedia assassin. Chilling like a villain. Have a super chat goal there, 10 super chats, and we got 5 gifted memberships. Sent out. And yeah, this week will be kind of video light. I'll try to do some more live streams than usual because I didn't get to film as many videos as usual. So try to do some more live streams maybe today, Wednesday, Thursday. Try to do 3 this week. The other ones could be like maybe more news oriented, or maybe we'll do a game like ranking some rides or something. I'll test out some fun ideas there. But also, I did film some member content. So we have the Wizard and Friends podcast episode 2 coming out on Wednesday for members only. That's again, first episode is for everyone to give a taste of what it's like, and the rest will be for members only. And then we have members only video that's up right now, actually. A new members only series called Wizards Hot Takes. So I've on to episode 1 of that. That is up now. I'll officially promote it tomorrow. So cool, some more member content, more member series. I want to start some more member series coming up. There's my lovely little kitty. Hello there. What do you think does Christmas better, Universal or Disney? Disney for sure. Right, Rory? So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and think of some places. Maybe we'll do like ranking attractions. So we'll get like the S tier charts and stuff like that. Then we can do like a live stream tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, or tomorrow about we can rank the attractions at different parks and all together. So that'll be fun. Something like that. What kind of Christmas elements would you like to see at Epic Universe? definitely the Christmas tree, but definitely some lights. Yeah, just some lights. I feel like whatever any Christmas decoration, any park, whatever they decide to do is I love Christmas and the lights, so I'm pretty easy to please. Awesome. Yes. Okay. Remy wants the tier list. Okay. What should we rank first on our next live stream, guys? What should we rank first? What do you guys want to rank? Like rides at a certain park? Should we start with that? Or lands? Maybe ranking lands. So I'll take all your feedback here, and then yeah, we can go ahead and do a ranking live stream again this week. Pretty fun. And if it goes well, we'll keep doing them every week or most weeks. Best dark rides across both resorts. So we'll start. We will go start small. First, we'll just do one park at a time. So you do best dark rides at Disneyland or California Adventure or Universal. But we won't do. Well, whatever we rank will be out. Just one park. For now. Haven't made a tier list before on my favorite rides. I have not. I haven't made a single tier list at all, actually. So that's I'm gonna look up how to do it and how get some practice in. And like I said, tomorrow or Wednesday, go ranking the rides there. Or ranking something. So yeah, contender for best dark ride at a park. That could work. I'll probably run some polls on this as well. Did I see any videos of the Zootopia animatronics driving on Hollywood? I sure did. I saw the videos from good friends Ashley and Nick of Real Mouse 5. I saw their little Instagram posts and videos there. I saw a lot of people repost their posts, so pretty good. I also saw some clips, or not clips, just some reviews of the Zootopia Better Together. It seems like it's mixed so far. I have to see it for myself, but what do you guys think? Do you think Zootopia fits in Animal Kingdom, or would you want to see the property at Hollywood Studios? And is anyone planning to go over and to Animal Kingdom and see if Zootopia Better Together? It officially opens on Friday, but I know there's been some previews and cast member previews this week. And it looks like there's some netting in the queue, but I think they're doing some tree of maintenance for the tree of life, so hopefully that's temporary. Some people make it seem like it's permanent, but it seems like they've done that before and it's temporary. Also, guys, I don't know if you saw Thunder Mountain here at Disneyland. Thunder Mountain reopened without the waterfalls. The waterfalls have been replaced by a mist, and I hope that's temporary. I really do, because if that is a permanent addition, I would be so sad. I was like, what the heck? Why did they do that? Which mobile animatronics do you like more, the Zootopia animatronics or the Stitch animatronic? I like the Stitch one. Yes, I like the Stitch one for sure. He's just so cute. I like that little Super Bowl spot of him driving around the Super Bowl field. I did not see the Zootopia show, so I don't have a thought. I've just seen some of the reviews. I like the Hauser animatronic. Looks good, but I haven't seen the show, so I can't comment on the show. But if you guys seen any clips of it, what do you guys think? Halloween is over at Disneyland. Does that mean Coco will hopefully begin construction soon? Well, There's a demo permit filed for Coco last week, so it should start in the next few weeks, I think, at least the demolition. Yeah. And yeah, I'll be at Disneyland again on November 16th. I'm blocked out this weekend, but I'll be on November 16th to cover. I'll do a proper construction update, and I'll do some POVs of some attractions, and maybe like one attraction, and want to go live as well. So went from live from Universal yesterday, and I do want to go live from Disneyland when I get back on the 16th. So spend some more time there. Nice full day, not full day. Most of the time, the videos I plan won't take as long. I couldn't go live last time from Disneyland because I did a full tour of the park, and the video itself was 44 minutes, but it took over an hour to film that one. So then the POV of the Disneyland Railroad was 16 minutes, but more like 20 minutes because we're sitting at the stations waiting, so I didn't have time. But I'll have more time to go live and more film values to go live next time I'm at Disneyland, because I'm just going to film a traditional construction update and then a POV of like Radio Springs Racers. Oh, I want to do Racers post refurb and the Thunder Mountain post refurb POVs, and then I'll go live. So it should be pretty good. And I don't know why I do want to apologize in advance. I uploaded the last few videos in 4K, and I exported them, the recent videos, the same way, and then they won't upload 4K. I don't know why, but I'll figure that out. So I'll get these 4K. I'll have these uploads uploaded in 4K, back to 4K, hopefully this week. Would you like to see Disney bring Zootopia Land here to the American parks, so it should just be exclusive to Shanghai Disney? I love Zootopia, so I'd love it to come to the American parks, but just have to be bigger and have to be a different ride, because the ride is like a version of the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, basically. It's just Zootopia version. So I'd want a different type of ride, a bigger land, but I'd definitely love to see Zootopia here. I still think Zootopia would be a perfect thing for the backlot, Hollywood backlot at California Adventure, but obviously that's where Avatar is going. But Zootopia would kind of fit that city vibe, fit that area more, I think, than Avatar. And Avatar, I prefer that to go in the symbol lot, but it looks like that's not happening. But Zootopia should definitely come over here and just again have a different type of ride than the Mickey, just a reskinned Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But it's good, which is good for Shanghai because they don't have that ride. Just we do here at Disneyland and Disney World. So I'd want something different, a little bit more creative. But I love the World of Zootopia. I love the first one, and I'll be seated for the second one later on this month. I can't wait. So yeah. Zootopia ride with more animatronics. The Shanghai version looks kind of empty in most of the screens. Well, the Shanghai version again is just Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, so it has the same amount of screens and animatronics as that one. It's just a reskin. They even have the same section, where in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Mickey and Minnie are in the car and they go, "Don't hit the track switch," or whatever. That section is in the Zootopia ride. Just something different. It's crazy to think that Runaway was more fun than rides. It's funny. I totally get that sentiment. I like Runaway Railway. I think it's like more zany and more cute, and more, I would say more exciting. Rise is more thrilling and also very exciting. And I do like Rise better than Runaway Railway, but I something about Runaway Railway. I really, really like that attraction too. It's like almost as good as Rise, but without the thrill segments. Very interesting. Unfortunately, you can't film on Runaway Railway anymore. So if I do live stream, I can't take you guys on it. And I'm glad I got my POVs. At least I got 2 POVs of that on the channel when I did. Because due to people being silly, I can't film on the thing. And I hope that doesn't go to more attractions. That's what I do want to try to get as many POVs every time I go to Disneyland. Now, as many POVs as I can, because I'm kind of worried about that filming rules spreading to other attractions, especially like Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance is similar. So, and who knows? Maybe they'll reverse the rule. Maybe they'll do something and reverse the rule of Mickey and Minnie's. We'll see. But yeah, it's still a fantastic ride though, and I like the whole pre-show element as well. Speaking of Rise of the Resistance, it looks like the cannon stopped working again, which is unfortunate. Hopefully, they can get those up and running quickly, sooner rather than later, not wait years this time. At least you can still film on Disney rides. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm worried. The majority of Disney rides you can film on, and I know people are dropping their stuff on Mickey and Minnie's, which caused it to stop and break down. Which because it happened so much that they implemented the rule, but the same thing can happen on Rise of the Resistance. So people, if you're filming, just keep your phone on a tripod. Don't drop it. It's not ruin it for the rest of us. Because that's all I'm a little concerned there. TikTokers or just people on vacations having a fun time filming. Please do not drop your phones. Hold on to your phones, or else cause the ride to stop, and then they'll implement that rule on at least all the trackless rides. So, I don't think that would happen though. I think like on Pirates of the Caribbean, unless someone's being a fool, like an idiot, and just filmed the flash on the whole time and being annoying. But I don't think, like, logistically, like Pirates of the Caribbean or even Haunted Mansion, dropping your phone would do anything because of the ride systems. So that's good. Yeah, Universal's very tough on the filming. And even on rides that you can film on, like Transformers. I tried to film a Transformers POV and Despicable Me, Minnie and Mayhem POV. And whatchamacallit, I uploaded. It didn't stop me from filming it, but I uploaded, and then like NBC Universal, they filmed their own video of it, and so it copyrights. The video gets blocked. It won't even like it. I upload it, and then it just gets blocked because Universal went in there and filmed their own version and copyrighted the whole ride of Transformers. So no point in filming. At least you can film recreationally on Transformers or for TikTok or something, but for YouTube, don't even think about it. It's blocked. I did before take pictures on Funny Road and Disneyland without seeing. Yeah, again, you certainly could. I mean, I have two POVs of the Runaway Railway attraction at Disneyland queue and stuff when it opened, and that's here. The no phone thing, it was just a couple months ago they implemented that because again, people were filming for me and drop their stuff, and then the ride would break down, and it has capacity, and then everyone comes with the lightning lane, and the line skyrockets, and it's just a big mess. So again, if you're filming or even just taking a picture of yourself, a selfie or something, just hold on the phone. Would you rather Disney Mystic Manor or Shanghai Pirates stay right? Well, pretty sure Avatar will be Shanghai Pirates. So, but even knowing that, I still want to see Mystic Manor, and I want to see that be the Encanto attraction. I wish the Encanto attraction Animal Kingdom was Mystic Manor style, because I think it's perfect with the moving because the house is alive. I think that would be so perfect. But it doesn't seem like it is. So if we get an Encanto attraction over here, California Adventure, which we should because it fits the whole Latin America vibe. I mean, Coco and Encanto should be in their own mini land, in my opinion, or not. They should be their own land and have little Coco and Encanto mini lands inside this big Latin America land. You should have the Mystic Manor system for Coco, or sorry, for Encanto, and then you have Shanghai Pirates for Avatar, and then Coco can be whatever it is, a boat ride. But it's perfect. So, honestly, I know Coco's going behind Incredicoaster, but I would put that Latin America land on Simple Lot. Coco and Encanto, and have the Marigold Bridge be the bridge you cross to get over Disneyland Drive to the Simple Lot, and then you enter this Latin America land. Like, how cool would that be? It fits in California Adventure because California is it's found, it was part of Mexico, so it's all part of that culture, right? I think it would have been perfect. But at least we're eating cocoa, which is still part of the California culture. It's probably the most, cocoa is probably the most Californian theme that they've added to California Adventure since, maybe since Raider Springs Racers. With California car culture, they just didn't, it happened. It's just a Disney-fied version of car culture. So yeah, Coco's like in the past 13 years. Well, by the time Coco opens up with like 2020, hopefully 2027 or 2028, so it'd be like 15 something years that Disney have added an actual California, a ride that adds an actual California theme, which is pretty crazy. Because I love the California Adventure theme. I think it's great if you like do Disney versions of California things. I think it works just fine. Avengers Campus is like stretching it, like Silicon Valley. It's like stretching it. Guardians of the Galaxy, love the ride, but it has nothing to do with California Adventure. And what should we call it? What else? San Francisco. Oh, Pixar Pier. Again, just Disneyfying the pier. Those are just cheap overlays. They're good, but I'm just not really adding anything. Oh. Hello, Aurora. How are you? Mystic Manor is a preschool version of Haunted Mansion, if they ask me. Well, I don't know. I think the actual storyline is actually like scarier than the Haunted Mansion. Like when you actually think about it. But the ride system's just cooler. And it would really work for a console attraction. With all the stuff going on, Universal Studios Hollywood, is any of it for future attraction? For Fast and Furious, that's future attraction. That's it so far. But I'm sure work on the next future attraction will begin in the next few months. My thoughts pretty. Let's see here. By the way, happy Halloween. Happy late Halloween. Hope you guys had some great Halloween plans and stuff. And I'm so ready for the holiday season. I can't wait. Next live stream, or next Ask Me Anything, right in this spot where the bookshelf is, right there, you will see a Christmas tree because I got permission to put it up on the weekend. See, Remy's, that's what I'm talking about. Remy put his Christmas tree up yesterday. That's what I wanted to. I was like, can we have like 2 holidays collide and can I start putting up the Christmas tree? While we have the Halloween decorations up, she said, no, wait a week. I'm like, okay, fine. Do you think the rumors are true that Six Flags Magic Mountain Dual Glider is being moved to Cedar Point? Honestly, I haven't heard those rumors. But I'm not privy to Magic Mountain rumors. As much, I try to think forums and stuff, but I'm not like privy unless like the person who would know that is this guy right here. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. This guy. Mr. Almighty Coasters, who, he had to work Halloween and the next day. Oh, no wonder. He's like, he might have, Mr. Almighty Coasters was going to potentially stop by if he had time on Friday, but he was working and then he had to work the next day. He must have been exhausted. Yes. Mr. Almighty Coasters, go follow him on Instagram. He would know about this. I just know work hasn't moved on it in months, but Mr. Allen down there, if he's still in here, if you know anything about this, you can let us all know, because I am curious as well. So I want to go back to Six Flags to Magic Mountain. I'm definitely go for Holiday in the Park, but I want to go back to just film a full tour of it because you guys really like the full tour of Hurricane Harbor. So I want to go back and film just full tour of Magic Mountain, but I'd love to go get a coaster update there. So if work's going to start soon, I want to go and film 2 videos at once. But I don't know. Every time someone supposedly on the inside told me, oh yeah, I was going to start this month. It never happened. So I'm like, okay, I don't believe you anymore. What if someone I've seen on YouTube who said if Comcast, what if you were someone I've seen who said Comcast buys Warner Brothers and moves the production at their steals, which means they can use the tram tour area and extra land for expansions. Well, they can use the tram tour area now, but that is true. I didn't, for my members here, I have a video. I make my case for just eliminating the steel tour in general, whether if they buy a Warner Brothers or not, or eliminating or shrinking it. And that is, again, part of my new members only series, Wizard Hot Takes. And that video's up right now. So you can check that out, but I have a whole bunch of opinions on that particular subject. Happy late Halloween. Thank you, Family Bills. Ready for Halloween Horror Nights 2026 already. Well, my wife should get a prize. She called it. She said someone would mention Halloween Horror Nights 2026 on this live stream. And you guys haven't failed. But this is not the earliest. I mean, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, someone asked me what I want for Halloween Horror Nights 2026. And I didn't answer because I said Halloween Horror Nights 2025 is happening right now. I'm glad you're not ready for Halloween Horror Nights 2026 already. I'm not. I can wait a little bit. I'm ready for Holidays 2025. You guys, that's all the lovely man behind me and my wife, actually, both of them, they say I'm moving too fast. I'm like, oh yeah, look, it's almost the holidays. But it was like 5 months ago. And I said, I'm moving too fast. See, you guys move even faster. You're jumping a year ahead already. I'm not even that bad. I move fast, but not that fast. Stranger Things season 5? Yep, I'm sure Stranger Things will be back for the final season. The Stranger Things house, the Horror Nights, are just okay. I mean, they're visually fantastic, but they're just they don't really work out well, in my opinion. The last one wasn't too bad, though. The Stranger Things 4 one wasn't too bad. Hope Six Flags stops putting dive coasters. Yeah, I want Six Flags to get a Giga coaster, Magic Mountain to get a Giga coaster, but like a true Giga coaster, not that rumored. I guess we're supposed to get a Giga dive coaster, whatever's going to the Texas park. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get that because even though I don't ride all those coasters, a true Giga coaster, like a Ferry 325, it looks so iconic on the skyline, and it looks super cool to watch. And I feel like that's it. I feel like it wouldn't count if we got just a Giga dive coaster at Magic Mountain or something like that. Even though I know 200 feet is Giga, but you know what I'm saying. I want a true Giga. So take away X2, take away Viper, take away whatever you got to take away for a true Giga. Take away both of them for a true Giga. I don't know. What's your favorite park for Christmas season? Merry Farm Christmas or Six Flags Winterfest? Neither. I like Disneyland's Christmas. It's so awesome. But out of all of those, I like Grinchmas, but I also like Merry Farm. I've never been to, well, we don't call it Winterfest out here. They call it Holiday in the Park. And that one's good. But yeah, if I had to rank, it would be Grinchmas, Merry Farm, and then Holiday in the Park. But Disneyland's one is just too magical every year. Even if they don't change it, it's just too magical. So beats all of them. But I love all of them. I've been all of them. If it gets moved, it wouldn't move to Cedar Point because they don't have the space. Become a shipment did arrive at Magic Mountain. Yeah, I saw the Become a shipment arrive at Magic Mountain, so it gave me hope, but I still don't see any work. Loading up on Halloween animatronics for next year. I'll allow that because there's lots of sales going on. I'm sure now that it's over, so that's like smart, but crazy. Exactly. But let's not just let Christmas pass. How about let Christmas and Lunar New Year pass first? Caught the bug. I see, but again, at least you're being kind of smart because you're getting the discounts and just storing them away. But again, it makes sense. Let's see those. Oh yeah, those markings on the Simpsons are getting interesting. Yeah, very interesting, and it's super interesting. And that's why I want to go back to the park this week, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, because I want to maybe catch some testing, but also maybe catch some other things. I'll check on War of the Worlds. Thank you, Mondo, by the way, for going on the studio tour today and confirming that War of the Worlds is still in use right now. But I'm curious when I start taking Terror Tram down if the trams will go through there. But that was a lot of markings by the Simpsons. I mean, there's more than ever before in that same planter area. There's like 3 red lines. I guess that's for electrical work. So that's very, very interesting. I was like, that was like a lot. I honestly wasn't even gonna go over there, but I decided, well, let me walk over there since I'm here. I didn't expect to see anything, and I was like, I still didn't expect to see that much. I'm like, holy crap. What is all that? So I'm excited to see if there's any more this week on either side of the show building. Hello, Leo Parkhurst. I'm going to say for the first time in December, anything which you suggest, I do. Yes, I suggest you book your trip with me. No, but you should go ahead and it's the holidays, so you don't want to stay all night long. Definitely to the nighttime. You should write Haunted Mansion Holiday, a Small World Holiday, because those are the holiday overlays there. You should watch all the shows. Watch the Believe in Holiday Magic Fireworks, the Christmas Fantasy Parade. Just get in the holiday spirit. If you have a park hopper, you should go to California Adventure and go to the Festival of Holidays and check out the food festival they got going on over there. Or if you're doing like a 2-day thing, definitely check out California Adventure and the World of Color, Season of Light, which I actually quite enjoy. Yeah, check out all the entertainment and the holiday overlays as well. Now I don't know if you mean you're going to Disneyland like for the first time in December or for the first time ever. Like you've never been to Disneyland before, but if you've never been to Disneyland before, definitely hit all the big rides like Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain, which just opened from a lovely refurbishment. Tiana's by Adventure, and again, if you have a park hopper and credit coaster, Raiders from these Racers, Mission Breakout. And you can DM me on my socials if you want like a full breakdown of things. And I also have some videos I have of some tips and tricks for Disneyland. And I just posted a full tour of Disneyland Park. You check out each land and attraction. Very fun little tour of where things are and stuff. But yeah. The X2 yeah, I agree. It's pretty unique. So I mean, Viper is a pretty big plot of land, so I think I can fit it. Yeah, I get there. Did you get not Scary from the series or just Halloween Hornets? I own too much Halloween Hornets, but I also went to Six Flags Fright Fest. No, Scary Farm this year, just the time flew by. And my wife, the wizard, just wanted to, even suggested she wanted to maybe try to go to Scary Farm, but we just couldn't find the time. So, next year for sure. Why do why do you think people keep perpetrating the notion that Universal is much cheaper than Disney? They're just as expensive, maybe only 10% cheaper. I think it's because of the value aspect. So let's take, and this is mainly for Orlando, not Hollywood, but for Orlando, we're going to Orlando in February, right? And we're going to take a peek at Disney World too. But we're staying at Universal Orlando because there's more value there. The hotels are actually pretty cheap for the for the time we're going. We're only paying $2,200 total for the hotel room, the 3-day park hopper ticket that includes Epic Universe, and yeah, for two people. And you might, if you get express pass, it's another $1,000, so let's call it 3,200. But there's more value there, especially if you stay at a higher end hotel. You get the express pass included, and that's a lot of money per day. But no, you get an express pass included per day, which is awesome. So even if the price is cheaper, prices like the same, there's just more value there, and I do agree it is cheaper at Universal. Um, just by looking at the research, doing the research, and looking at the prices are myself. Like even if we went to we were discussing it, even if it's a Disney World, like totally Disney World, we'd still stay at a Universal hotel and just Uber each day to go to Disney World, even if we never touched a Universal park. So, um, do you believe that the trees will be planted in front of the sound walls for Egypt? I don't know. I hope so. 'Cause there's like some creases in some of the sound walls, but we'll see. Doesn't really matter from far away, but we'll see. What do you think of Tokyo Disneyland's expansion, especially possibly moving Jungle Cruise and placing Halfland with Moana and other stuff on there? I think it's great. I think it looks really cool. I don't, again, that's not an American park, so those are the Japanese people aren't as married to Jungle Cruise as like we are. Honestly, if you got rid of our Jungle Cruise, I wouldn't be too upset either. But, which is good because it allows them to expand and try new things. So I think it's a pretty cool idea. The Incredibles and Up and Moana. Firefighters open the door. Max keeps asking for you. I feel like he was talking to his girlfriend, but like typing it, or like maybe like he had audio on his phone open and like you can like speak into your phone. And I feel like he was talking to his girlfriend, and then they picked it up and sent it. But I won't say what's up, Max. That's his little bye bye. And see him on. Go follow if you. I'm sure you follow Mondo already, but if you don't, go follow him on a social media. You can see Max. He's so cute. I've seen a bunch of construction on the tram right just before the John attraction, possibly big plans for the backlot. That is for the new mill. There's a new mill coming, and then maybe some new Western sets coming to the side of that. So that should be done in 2026, or hopefully by 2027. Yeah, I see you messaged by accident, but hey, what's up, Max? Exactly. Yeah, Jungle Cruise is getting old, and like I said, I know ours got a big refurbishment, but a few years ago. But I wouldn't mind if they took ours away for something better. People say the Universal is cheaper for two reasons. They say cheaper because some of the older theming aspect. The other reasons that generally more affordable with their add-ons, which is true. That is very true. Well, Tony, I'm doing fantastic. I did not go to Halloween Horror Nights closing last night. I had to work in the morning. Now I'll say this. I was just too lazy to drive over there, but it looked fun. I saw Mondo and Universal High and some other people were there. I was living vicariously through them. Would you want to go on the Jaws ride on Universal Studios Japan? Yeah, I'd love to go visit Universal Studios Japan. In fact, my good old roommate behind me, my bestie, he's going to Japan next week. And I'm sure at one point he'll be close to Universal Studios Japan, but I don't think he's going to visit.
Too expensive.
What?
Too expensive. So just a wonder.
That's right. He said he didn't want to go. I thought he surprised me that he said he's going to go. I was like, what? No way. But no, he confirmed he was not going to go. But it'll be close. He'll be in Osaka. He might. You're not going to be in Osaka?
Just Tokyo, nothing.
No. Okay, so he won't even pass it. But he'll be in Tokyo, so I'm sure at some point, if he goes to, are you going to go to the Lookout Tower?
Not that one, but maybe 3.
Well, if you go to Lookout Tower and just look west, think east, you'll see Tokyo Disneyland.
Alright, I'll just have to figure out which way it is.
Oh, just look at all directions. Just look towards the ocean because it borders the ocean. It's like it's on the ocean. And you can see a big volcano. There's Tokyo Disney Sea.
Yeah.
But I know you can see downtown from there, at least parts of the city, because I have people's photos. You can see the city in the background.
Okay, that makes sense.
And if you see that, you must take a picture for me.
Alright.
Yay. Almighty Coasters Allen says Universal Studios Japan is the first or second best Universal park. I know, hopefully one day I'll visit. Oh no, it's on my bucket list. I'm going for sure. To both of those, Disney Sea and Japan, Universal Japan, taking the bullet train because I want to get on bullet train and I want to go visit 2 parks. And I want to also walk around Tokyo. It's my big Japan plan. Luckily, I have people that also want to go to Japan, so this is not too far-fetched. I want to go to Universal Soccer Store at the Flying Dinosaur. I want to see how it compares to Tatsu. I don't know. I heard it seems more. I think it's more intense than Tatsu. I heard from Almighty Coasters and some other people that it's certainly more intense. Tatsu. Awesome. It seemed the freaking dinosaurs. How cool is that? I love Jurassic. Anything Jurassic is so cool. And don't you wish Universal would have kept ours Universal at Universal Studios unless they plan on bringing back? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure Jaws is a fantastic attraction, but whatchamacallit, Diagon Alley replaced it. And I'd much rather have Diagon Alley than Jaws. That's because that was one attraction. Diagon Alley was one attraction, but also the whole land. But like with King Kong, I mean, they brought that back in a different form, right? So I'm sure, and with Jaws, it looks like Jaws will have a representation in Universal UK. So, they can always bring Jaws back in a different type of form. I mean, heck, there's so many other rides, so many cool ride concepts they can come up with. Maybe a new river rafting attraction thing to Jaws. They have a river rafting attraction. I think it's Universal Singapore. The Jurassic Park River Adventure is a river rafting ride instead of traditional flume that we have. It's pretty cool. And they can do that with Jaws. So, Beijing has Japan beat. I don't know. They have a cool ride with the Jurassic World Adventure, but then the rest of the sea, it's just Marvel Superhero Island themed to Transformers. Beijing has again this Harry Potter stuff. They don't have a Super Nintendo World though. See, Japan has the full Super Nintendo World, and I feel like Japan is kind of more packed in there. Japan is I feel like Japan's kind of like Hollywood, but they have a small space, but they really try to pack everything in there as much as they can. And I feel like Japan's pretty stacked with rides. Now, I haven't been, but just from what I've seen, it seems pretty stacked up with rides. But Beijing, it's still kind of a new park. It opened only in 2021, so they have space to expand. So, Beijing's still growing. They have, again, like that marquee Jurassic World Adventure ride, which is fantastic, but they have some space to grow. But I think Japan is Yeah, I agree with Almighty Coaches. I think I just based on visuals. I mean, he's been developed, but just based on visuals, I think Japan is better than Beijing at this moment. You think Super Nintendo was a huge disappointment, even though when an epic, I like to talk from essential. So it depends. Depends on what you like. Like here, I like the Mario Kart ride when there's not a long line because the pre-shows. I don't like going. I like it when I go on single rider because I can skip the pre-shows. And sometimes I like to ride it, without the shooting element. Just take the AR glasses off and look at the beautiful sets. But I also really like sometimes just go around and play in the game, especially like on a rainy day. There's no one there, get your power band and play the games. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you don't have to do it every time, but in that case, there's a lot of value there. I think it really depends if you like Nintendo, if you like playing the games. And I see if you don't like that, then I can definitely see how it's a huge disappointment. But I really like it, Super Nintendo World. If somehow Comcast buys Warner Brothers, wouldn't that affect all their theme park plans and how much money it would take to buy them? Maybe, but Comcast is so big, right? Because they have the Xfinity broadband network and they have their own studio, or NBC Universal studio, but maybe they can pull from different funds. And don't forget, I mean, I don't know, Disney paid them $8 billion for Hulu, so it may affect some plans, but it really depends on how much the thing is, what they get, all that good stuff. I do hope Paramount does not get it, though, even though I know that's the leading candidate. Yeah, I feel like Super Nintendo makes me work. I go vacation. See, and that's why I get it, But like just like in Toontown, like the kids love pressing the buttons and going on the slides and all that stuff. So that's why, especially for the kids and people who like Nintendo, I feel like they don't mind the work. Instead of work to them, I feel like it's like super fun because they're like hitting all the games and hitting all the stuff. So I think that's why. So it really depends on what you like. Oh, let's go watch a show with Alexis. Tell Alexis said hello, and that I hope she visits soon, so we can all hang out again. You both should come over. And then 2, what show are you guys gonna watch? Like a TV show, or are you going somewhere? You're just gonna watch it like a TV show. Millennium Falcon Galaxy's Edge, I get the work part. That ride's just boring to me because it's just a simulator. I honestly, if it wasn't for the work part, I'd actually hate the ride even more. I like being the pilot. I wish there's more stuff like the pilot for Millennium Falcon because the rest I'm just pressing a button and that's no fun. I want to like the pilot, like being able to move and fly the plane. That's super cool. I wish there's more actually work on that attraction to make it somewhat good, but as it stands now, it's just really bad. Reports going that Amazon wants $55 billion for Warner Bros. Woo-wee. So it's cheaper than the $70 billion that Disney paid Fox. I wonder if we'll get it. I'm sure I'll get it. I mean that's like chump change for like Apple and Netflix and Paramount. But like Comcast only wants certain parts, so I'm still very curious about that. Do you think we may possibly move Warner Bros? Not anytime soon. Don't worry. I know now it's still in the evolution plan. The evolution plan that was in the permits were it was like partially updated. They won't remove Waterworld without at least building another entertainment option there. What's the one thing Universal Hollywood fans have to look forward to that maybe we haven't heard about yet in the next few years? Well, I'm personally looking forward to the hotel. I don't know if anybody. I know some people are, and some people hate the idea that hotel will ever exist there. But I'm personally looking forward to it. Um, and you can look forward to a lower level expansion sometime in the next few years, maybe before the end of the decade. But that's about it. Like, Universal was a leaky ship, and they have really tightened screws on that one. So I don't know much in the way of attractions. Think about Wizard, how are you? I'm doing fantastico. What's the Warner Brothers Conference want? They just want the streaming services and services and like the IP parts. So they don't want like the news and stuff. Like they're busy spinning off their own news stations, like MSNBC and stuff. They're spinning that off. So they don't want CNN. They don't care about all that. They just want stuff they can use IP for the parks and IP for their NBC Universal movie brand and Peacock. They don't want to merge HBO Max and Peacock. Hello, Kiki Luca, how are you? I have not seen Chainsaw Man. I've seen the only Chainsaw Man I've seen was the Halloween Horror Nights little show there. I have not seen the movie that came out, but I know it did a lot of money and did very well. So that's good. I'm glad anime is continuing to emerge as a strong market here. Let's see. I don't know what to ask. That's all right. I don't have to ask anything. I'm dreading Universal putting Pokemon and making the video gamey type attraction more work. Yeah, we'll see when the Pokemon comes. We'll have a good test next year when Pokemon opens in Universal Studios Japan. Gotta see what type of attraction it's going to look like, and hopefully have more animatronics and screens, hopefully. And Pokemon's still supposed to replace the Simpsons area, so we'll have to see about that. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man actually wasn't that bad. It was pretty good at Halloween. So I'm sure the movie's pretty good. I don't have a Crunchyroll subscription, but maybe if it comes on Netflix after its theatrical run, I'll go check it out. If Universal made Animal Land, who should get Universal Hollywood or Orlando? I'd say Orlando. Best like that's right. Best lesson anyone told me. If you don't know what to say, don't say anything. It's just like if you don't have anything, let's say don't say it at all. That's another good one. If you don't know what to say, just don't say a damn thing. No, but just when it's best seen in the theater. I'll see if I have any time. Also, I don't know if it's interesting enough for me to see by myself, and certainly no one's asked me to see it. Asked me to see, like my roommate who just went on a walk. He likes anime, but he'll be in Japan for the next couple of weeks. He's leaving on Saturday. Yeah, he's going for a week, so I would ask him to maybe see it, but because I know he likes anime, but he won't be here. So if it's still in theaters in 2 weeks, then maybe. Studios, Hollywood was supposed to get an anime area. I saw advocate for an anime replacing The Simpsons. But don't you hate it when some people will try to make you say something and you don't want to, but they keep pressing you? Yes, but in that case, you should, yeah, just don't let anyone pressure you to do anything. You shouldn't say, if you don't want to say something, don't say something. And tell that person, I'm not going to say it. I don't know how much you pressure me. I'm just going to say it. Something I told my wife is that you can't let people walk over you. You got to stand up, be assertive, say, no, then they'll back off. No, it's a very powerful word. They will back off. Come down to San Diego, I'll wash it with you. Wait, that's far. But thank you for that very kind offer. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes, and then when we reach the hour mark, I'm going to go edit some videos. I'll get ready. I'll do some research and get ready for our next live stream. Our ranking the tier list live stream here. Hope coming up on Wednesday or Thursday. I might go to Universal on Wednesday or Thursday. I have to see. Just depends on what type of construction's happening this week. I'm gonna have to make a special visit there. Oh, of course, yeah. And like I said, you guys let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this afterward. What do you guys? What do you want to rank? What do you guys? What should we just rank everything? I feel like we should start off a little easy. Ranking every ride like at California Adventure, Disneyland. I have my notification on, but never go off. So like that's so weird, stupid YouTube. Maybe like turn them off and turn them on again. Maybe like go like reactivate, like reset. Yeah. Apart from Tokyo, Disney, and University of Japan, what other theme parks? What other things do we want to see in Japan? I just want to walk around Tokyo and ride on a bullet train, honestly. And maybe walk around Osaka too. They have some lovely cities. Just like, just like when I was in Toronto and Sydney, Australia. I just wanted to keep walking around the city, just walking around downtown and just exploring, looking at the buildings and just seeing what's there. I could spend days doing that, walking in the parks, stuff like that. Be pretty awesome. Multimedia Assassin, I go to Japan often. The Harry Potter tour but see, I did not even know they had a Harry Potter tour, so I would definitely do that too. I know, I feel like Japan feels so safe like all the time. I was reading about the Yakuza, the gangs over there, and even Japan's so cultured and so respectful. Even the gangs are respectful. I'm like, damn, like these are that nice. I mean, they're vicious, but I'm like, this is the nicest gang ever. Like they're very respectful. Like I'm like, that's incredible. I'm like, I feel like just keep going, like, and keep walking, and like I've never seen a country or read about a country where like the criminals are respectful. Blew my mind. I just love the Japanese culture that much more. Oh, it's getting worse now. Well, hopefully it's not too worse. I mean, hey, it's very safe, so that's good. And I'm gonna forward. My brother actually went to Japan. He had a great time. Although he said some lady tried to lure him in a creepy elevator. He just said no, thank you. And then she started grabbing him by the shirt. She kind of pulled him in the elevator, and he said no, thank you. She kind of pushed her away and kind of walked away. So that was kind of weird. That happened, like Shibuya Square. But besides that incident, he went all around Japan, all around Europe, and he said Japan was like amazing. So I'm super excited. But hoping the next, so I want to go to the UK, Universal UK in 2031 because I've never been to London or the UK, so I want to explore that area. And also, my wife has family in Scotland. Go see them. I also want to go to London before 2031, but definitely in 2031 for the Universal and exploring London. So we'll see. I feel like after the UK Universal, which would be Adventure Park in South Korea, I have heard that is the next park. If they do another park, though, it would be in South Korea. Even though there's reports of over tourism, locals apparently starting to dislike foreigners. Hopefully, this is true for all Japanese people. Oh, really? I see. I'm not in tune with like global news like that. Um, so I feel like over tourism is good, though, at least for their economy. At least maybe for the locals, like, oh my gosh, what are all these people doing here? So, but that's good for their economy. That's not big, especially because a lot of people aren't traveling, at least to the U.S. right now, right? So, good. One place has a nice tourist economy there. But yeah, hopefully the locals don't dislike foreigners so much they start to become violent. I feel like if Universal were to build a park in South Korea, they would probably want to obtain theme park rights to K-pop demon hunters and implement the park into Universal Studios Korea. Oh, definitely. I mean, Universal has partnerships with Netflix already, and even Sony. Yeah, but with the Spider-Man characters and stuff, and Netflix, of course, big partner there. So I feel like they'd certainly want an anchorland for K-pop demon hunters, and certainly like a show or something. That'd be great. Maybe like an anime land. K-pop demon hunters will be the show. But also, they can do a pretty cool ride for K-pop demon hunters too, in my opinion. All right. Any final questions? I'll go for another couple minutes. Get your rapid fire questions in there, and then we'll be heading back. Back home. K-pop team is Sony, not just Netflix. It was over them. Which is Sony. What do you think we got? Exactly. As I'm saying, I said it's Sony and Netflix. So I mean, they've done both. I mean, Men in Black is Sony. Ghostbusters is Sony. So that'd be great. You should do a collab with others for the tier list and compare them. Smart, yeah. Maybe I'll try to get someone on here. We can do a tier list together. Do like a multimedia live stream. Interesting. Maybe I'll ask OG if he wants to do a little live stream on Wednesday. Can rank Rise of California Adventure, or you can rank Rise at Universal Studios Hollywood because he's a big Universal guy now. He's there every weekend. If South Korea does get Universal Studios Park, K-pop demon hunters trained to loosen Squid Games and Sailor Blade and Crimson Dirge. Yes. What do you prefer for restaurant choices, Downtown Disney or Universal City Walk? Right. This is interesting because I don't really eat at Downtown Disney, but I feel like Naples is pretty good. I'm not a big sushi guy, so Din Tai Fung is not my jam. I'm super excited though for the Arthur and Sons Steakhouse and Barbecue Restaurant going on there. And at City Walk, I like Vivo. Vivo's so good, and I don't mind Toothsome either. But I think an overall selection, Downtown Disney might be stronger in that department, like with Earl of Sandwich too. But City Walk does have a lot more affordable options of like Taco Bell and stuff like that. But in terms of like sit down options, like Antiquitos is not that great. NBC Sports Grill is pretty good. Vivo's pretty good. I think Twosome's good. A lot of people don't like it. So I think Downtown Disney has a stronger lineup in terms of like sit down restaurants, and Universal City Walk has a stronger lineup in terms of like affordable restaurants, aka chain like fast food chains. Best K-pop songs, I know it, but I don't know many K-pop songs, so I wouldn't be good in that tier list. Plus, who knows, the K-pop demon hunters popular in South Korea, Park leads to the IP brought to Japan. I wouldn't want or Land of Parks. Hey, when Universal sees a moneymaker, they try to go right for it. So I don't I don't have any doubt there. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching and participating in this lovely live stream. I'll be live later this week with a tier list situation going on there. It's going to be fun. If you are a member, the Wizard and Friends podcast episode 2 up tomorrow. You have the Wizard Hot Takes episode 1 up now, and that's me making the case for eliminating the Universal Studio Tour. Then the Wizard and Friends podcast episode 2 will be featuring, once again, Capture the Magic, Jared from Capture the Magic. We're talking about theme park attendance numbers and more. All those are for members only now. For any tier member there, that's coming up this week on Wednesday. And one of the other video Wizards Hot Take episode 1 is up now. So you can enjoy that. For non-members, we'll have live streams. I may make a quick run to Universal for a special report, a construction update if something happens this week. And if not, there's a lot of YouTube shorts that'll be coming up this week every single day. And then any breaking news, make sure to do a video. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, become a member, help support the channel, share the stream, press the like button, and stay magical, stay curious, and I'll see you at the parks.